2, 3, 4.
Down! Hey! Down! Hey! Down! 10!
These guys, when they get through with first phase, they're not going to be Olympic athletes. They're going to be tough as they come.
Come on, Murphy! Come on, Murphy!
It's constant pressure 24 hours a day.
You guys are crying?
This physical torture is what the Navy SEALs call training.
Being a SEAL requires the highest levels of personal integrity. If I have to come over here and stand next to you just so you'll do what you're supposed to be doing, then we don't need you in the teams. Does that make sense? Have you heard that before?
There were 110 eager young men in the class when it started 6 weeks ago. About half of them are gone now, and more will drop out by the time this phase of the training is over. This is the very beginning, where the wannabes are weeded out from those with the right stuff. It's called BUDS, Basic Underwater Demolition SEAL Training.
Looks like the Keystone Cops.
If you don't like the water and if you can't stand being yelled at, don't sign up.
How long you got to go get that guy, realistically?
4 minutes!
We're looking for the guys that are sliding. They're cheating their buddy, they're cheating themselves.
They're mostly between 19 and 22 years old, and they're pushed to their limits day in and day out for 9 weeks. And then they're pushed some more.
This isn't a one-time thing. These guys have been in the water all morning for 2.5 hours. They've been swimming, shoving, pulling. This is what training is all about.
90% of their time is spent in the water, no matter what the temperature is.
What's the hardest part?
Surviving the cold when it's raining. You're in and out of the water all day. You got that nice offshore breeze coming.
They shiver so much it makes you cold to watch them. Instructors like to say this rigorous physical training not only builds up their bodies, it challenges their minds.
Some people breeze through it. For myself, I've had hardships all along the way. Every day I'm just happy to be here.
Michael Rutledge from Poway is headed for graduation, and his grit and determination are what instructors are looking for.
Jump on it!
He cruises through the obstacle course until he meets up with this monster. He tries and tries again until he makes it. He's not a quitter. The team can count on him.
Perseverance, how do you teach someone that? Or self-sacrifice. The theory that we use around here is that you can't teach those abstract skills to someone, that you have to put them in an environment that requires that of them and then let them find that within themselves.
The training prepares them for the demands that come with the job, the secret underwater missions in faraway places that are rarely talked about and almost never publicized.
I've been colder on the teams doing operations like in Korea, Japan, wherever we do our operations, than I'll ever be in training. So what might seem cruel and unusual here, it really isn't.
Their bodies may be waterlogged, but their spirits seem to be insulated from the cold conditions and the biting words of an instructor's harangue.
That don't cut it, sir. You understand me?
Oh, yeah, Master Chief.
You're gonna learn that one thing, and one thing I hate. I told you, it's cheaters.
70% of the trainees drop out or wash out of the program.
I've wanted this ever since I was a little kid. It's you have to want it more than you will ever want anything before in your life.
Those who tough it out become members of an elite group. The SEALs are called in when no one else can do the job.
It's more than just suffering. This is a thinking man's game now.
They're challenged every day, whether it's saving their swim partner in the surf, lifting a 400-pound log named Old Misery, or conquering the dreaded obstacle course.
The training never ends. It's grinding and it's grueling, and once the trainees finish the O course in less than 10 minutes, they're off for a 2-mile run.
2 hands on the front!
Instructors push them to their limits and then some. How about a cold shower outdoors on a chilly, windy day?
Simon says put both hands on your ears. Simon says put both hands on your stomach.
One of these trainees could end up in his platoon. That's why Joe Hawes is looking for the best. Someday his life may depend on one of these guys.
When we go out in a 7-man squad, everybody is there and have a specific job to do. If you have one piece of that puzzle missing, then it might jeopardize the whole platoon and the whole squad.
You got to look for those guys that find the way to keep going no matter what and keep their focus no matter what.
I can look into their eyes. I can look into a guy's eyes and just see whether he wants this program or not. You can see it in their eyes.
Give me the opportunity to learn, and idiots like this guy right here.
Pat Harwood's been a SEAL for 15 years.
You people better get a wake-up call.
His training is paying off in ways he never expected. Pat posed for this Navy SEALs calendar a couple years ago, and a modeling career opened up. And by the way, the woman in this ad is his wife, Vanessa, who's abandoned modeling for a career as a San Diego cop.
So it's just kind of been the ultimate role reversal, really, in that his career now modeling-wise is taking off, and I'm really enjoying mine with the police department.
326 John is code for it, Illinois.
For me, she had interests that were on lines with what I had already been doing for a living. I mean, she owned her own weapons, and she was into talking about things that I'd never found in a woman. I think there was a natural draw to each other because of that.
He's a SEAL, she's a cop, and they're parents, too. They have 3 children.
It's really, truly fun.
It's a huge advantage for me having somebody that relates to what I do.
SEALs like Pat Harwood don't talk about the places they've been or the missions they've accomplished, but they will tell you they love their job.